Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My full name is Genia Fiasa Salsabila, with my student number is 205240220. So, on this occasion, I will explain about material for session 1 through 13 of the Methodology Study Islam course. So maybe let's get started. In first meeting, Methodology Study Islam course explain about Introduction to Islam Study Methodology. So in this section, Islamic study methodology is the study of methods used to understand Islam systematically. It helps us understand the Quran and Hadith correctly, avoid misunderstanding, and apply Islamic teaching in modern life. It also supports research, promotes tolerance, and connects Islamic values with social issues. Islamic studies includes normative studies, which focus on religious teachings, and non-normative studies, which examine Islam from social, cultural, and historical perspective. Next, to the second meeting, explain about history and development of Islamic studies. So in this section, explain about Islamic studies developed from ancient civilization and reached their golden age during the Islamic era. Muslim scholars such as Al-Khawarizmi and Ibn Sina made important contribution to science. Islamic learning centers grew in Baghdad, Cairo, and Andalusia. And in Indonesia, Islamic studies developed through pesantren, madrasah, and modern university. Today, Islamic studies use various methods and interdisciplinary approaches to answer modern challenges. Next, to the third meeting, explain about religion in human life. So, religion is a system of beliefs that guides human life. It has four main functions: spiritual, moral, social, and psychological. Religion helps people build a relationship with God, distinguish right from wrong, strengthen social harmony, and find inner peace. Today, religion also interacts with science and culture, but it must respond wisely to challenges such as globalization, technology, and misinformation. Next, to the fourth meeting, explain about characteristic and dimension of Islamic teachings. In this section, explain Islam has 5 main characteristics, such as Rabbaniyah or from Allah, Shumuliyah or comprehensive, Wasatiyah or balance, and Insaniyah or respect for humanity, and Alamiyah or universal. So Islam also has 3 main dimensions, such as Aqidah or faith, Ibadah or worship, and Akhlaq or good character. These teachings guide Muslims in their relationship with Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, other people, and society. Next, to the 5 meeting, explain about Islam as a cultural phenomenon. Islam is not only a religion but also a cultural phenomenon. In Indonesia, Islam spread through trade, education, marriage, and Sufi preaching while adapting to local tradition. And this interaction created Islamic cultural expression such as Sekaten, keripik maulud, batik, and mosque architecture. Although it strengthens cultural identity and moral values, Muslims should preserve local cultural without leaving Islamic principles. Next to the sixth meeting, explain about methods in Islamic studies. Methods in Islamic studies are scientific approaches used to understand Islam correctly. The main methods are rational, traditional, spiritual, historical, and sociological. These methods helps prevent misunderstandings, encourage critical thinking, and distinguish Islamic teachings from cultural tradition. Therefore, Islam should be understood through both religious texts and real social contexts. Next to the seventh material, explain about religious research and religious studies. In religious research and religious studies have different focus. Religion research studies religious teachings such as the Quran, Hadith, and Islamic law using a normative approach. And meanwhile, religious studies examine religious as a social phenomenon, including tradition, tolerance, and religious practice, and using an empirical approach. Both aim to deepen our understanding of religion, but they differ in their methods and perspective. Next to the eighth meeting, explain about Quranic interpretation research or tafsir research. Tafsir research is a scientific study that analyzes the meanings of the Quran systematically. Its main purpose is to help Muslims understand the message of the Quran correctly and explain different interpretation. Common research methods include analytical or tahlili, thematic or maudu'i, comparative or muqarran, and global or ijma'ali interpretation. Modern tafsir research also connect Quranic teaching with current social issues. Okay, next to the ninth material, explain about Hadith research method. In Hadith research is a scientific process used to examine the authenticity and meaning of Hadith. Research evaluate both the chain of narrators or sanad and the text or matan. They also compare hadith with the Quran, of other hadiths, logic, and historical facts. So, this process ensures that hadiths are authentic, reliable, and relevant to modern life. Next to the 10 material or 10 meeting, explain about ijtihad as a source and method of Islamic studies. So, ijtihad is the process of making serious effort to determine Islamic rulings for issues that are not clearly explained in the Quran and Hadith. It is an important source of Islamic law after the Quran and Sunnah. Through ijtihad, Islamic teachings remain flexible, relevant, and able to provide solutions to new problems in modern society. Next to the 11 material, explain about Islam in the era of globalization. So, globalization has made communication, technology, and information develop rapidly. It brings both positive and negative impacts on Muslims. Therefore, Muslims should think critically, strengthen their faith, improve their knowledge, and use technology wisely. By doing so, Islam can continue to spread peace, justice, and compassion as rahmatan lil alamin. Next to the 12 material about contemporary Islamic dynamics. So in this section, explain contemporary Islamic dynamics refer to how Muslims adapt to social, cultural, political, and technological change while maintaining Islamic values. These changes are influenced by globalization, technological development, and social transformation. Although Muslims face challenges such as radicalism, misinformation, and globalization, they also have opportunities to spread Islamic values through digital media, strengthen religious moderation, improve Islamic education, and develop the Islamic economy. Okay, next to the last material about areas of Islamic studies. Islamic studies is the academic study of Islam using different scientific approach. It includes four main areas. The normative areas, which studies the Quran, Hadith, and Islamic teachings. The historical areas, which examines the development of Islam through history. The sociocultural area, which explores Islam in society and culture. And contemporary area, which discuss modern issues such as democracy, technology, human rights, and globalization. These are help us understand Islam from both religious and social perspective. Maybe enough for my explanation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.